Something's been bugging me for a while. It's the Crimean pyramid. It's allegedly the oldest pyramid in existence, and that's supposed to be the real reason why Vladimir Putin invaded Crimea. But here's the thing, Crimea, out of that pyramid was supposed to be taken the carcass or the skeleton or the mummy of a reptilian-like creature. And shortly after that, Vladimir Putin and all came up with the Satan II rocket, which is the... There's water there, yeah. I'll get more. The Satan II rocket and all of this super... It is technology in the...
I'd like to get it soon. I was just going to go to the cafe.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to wait around until that.
Okay. In the S600... The S600... the S600 rocket is actually... more advanced than the Americans have, and the Satan II rocket is also more advanced. So all of a sudden, Russia, who was in the depths of depravity and falling to bits, came up with all of this spectacular technology, to technology of destruction, by the way, and now Russia is becoming the superpower again. But there's a verse in the Bible that particularly that reminds me of this, and it's he will worship a God that his fathers did not worship. And I seen a documentary that was saying that was actually about Vladimir Putin. I'm not saying it is, but it's been bugging me, and I wouldn't like to think that I was missing something that's significant in the grand scheme of things. So I'm going to throw it out there. So basically, there's a pyramid, and I fucking hate pyramids. And a pyramid is a global grid for the evil god Satan, quite so cool. And all of a sudden you have a rocket called the Satan II, and you have S-400s, 500s and 600s, which can take down all the American warplanes, which they would be used to fight Satan and his technological army that came from above. He's actually Cain, who slew Abel, Gilgamesh, Nimrod, lots of different names. So what if that is what if that actual verse in the Bible is about Vladimir Putin, and he worships a god that his fathers didn't worship, and he's after giving them the technology, like what happened to the Germans. The Germans were involved with all of this, channeling in all these creatures and all, and next thing their technology just shot off through the roof, and we were engulfed in World War II quicker than we knew it. And now we're engulfed, now we're threatening to be engulfed with World War III, because the god of technology has given maybe the god of technology has given this technology to the Russians, and maybe that's what we're looking at now. We're looking at World War III. So all of a sudden, the World Heritage Organization is fixing up all of these pyramids where they find them, and some of them, lots of the stuff they're keeping a secret, and they're hiding a lot of stuff. But what they're not hiding is the fact that they're fixing up all these monuments into pristine working order, nearly as good as new. Although they mightn't have the gold and all that, they have the lake of mercury underneath. And how do we know that they haven't replenished that lake of mercury in some way underneath Titicaca, Teotihuacan, and all of these other places? So we have a Satan II rocket. That's an extremely hideous and sadistic name to give to a rocket. And a Satan II rocket is basically, it's launched up into the atmosphere, it breaks open the top, and it has 12 warheads, and they disperse. And as they fall, you get a cluster of 12 nuclear warheads, like a cluster bomb, carpet bombing the area. So that's an intimidating thing to people that are filled with fear. And remember, Jesus says you can't enter the kingdom of heaven if you're afraid. It absolutely serves no purpose whatsoever being afraid of the fact that people have nuclear weapons. Because if they're not going to use them, you've nothing to be afraid of. And if they are going to use them, well, they're going to use them on you, where you are, you're not gonna know about it because you'll be gone in an instant, so there's no point in worrying about it. So that's, the fear is pointless in this matter. But what we have is the Crimean pyramid. You can Google it. I'm gonna screenshot a picture of it and put it up on the internet. And tell me what you think. You look into this yourself and see, is this the reason why all of a sudden Russian technology has come on in leaps and bounds like the Germans did? And is this actual prophecy in the Bible referring to Vladimir Putin? I'd hope it's not, because I sort of liked Vlad's achievements from the very start. You see, he turned his country around. But is there something more sinister behind that? Or is it just Western propaganda sullying his name? Because you know they're having a new Cold War. So he's going to sully the Americans. The Americans are going to sully him. The Brits and all. He's trying to get new allies. The Americans are trying to get new allies. He has the Americans on the back foot. The Chinese are backing him up. A communist country that don't believe in God. So yeah, the Satan II rocket and the S-600s and stuff like that. That's only what we've seen. Who knows what they have up their sleeves? But with hindsight, I get a bad feeling about it. I haven't actually seen this Crimean pyramid. There are people who have, but it would be something I'd like to see and have a mooch. Even though I'd like to put, seems to be one of the main things. I'd like to fill it with ordnance, or maybe hit it with the first thing I'd do is I'd hit the pyramids, because that's this conduit. That's like the communication channel between our world and the Archon reality. So before I went to, I do it in the way the strategy of my ancestors was to burn down the churches and the mosques and the synagogues and the temples of all the heathens, because you should not lift a tool upon a stone. So if I was ever going into battle, the first thing I'd do is I'd target every single pyramid in the world with the biggest weapon I had, and I'd sever the connection, you know, because that's the way they communicate. Did you ever see one of those stargates on the SG-1? You have a pool of water or mercury or something and it goes. That's what you're looking at underneath the pyramid. It's a fucking stargate. An evil, hideous, sick creation of the Predator. The Predator, you ever see the Predator movie? The big evil Satan lizard thing that comes down and eats, kills men and all. That's it.